Who's seen the never-ending story? Turn around and tell me what you see. I can't believe there's youths today that haven't seen the never-ending story. Talk about mandatory viewing. You need to watch all the George Carlin stand-up specials and the never-ending story. Just before you graduate high school. Welcome, I'm Rob. This is the live stream. We're going to talk about Elon Musk getting owned on his own website. Owned. Absolutely owned. This dude has 218 million subscribers on Twitter, and his tweets get 3,000 likes. What is the ratio on that? Anybody? I should have done the math. 218 divided by 3,000, right? Is that the appropriate equation? What's up, Jacob? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hey, stop beeping. You know, there's places in Staten Island where if you beep, it's a fine. I forget, it's like a $250 fine, $500 fine for beeping. Noise pollution. I'll go visit my aunts and be like, I can't believe that. If I lay on the horn and I could get pulled over. America, land of the free. Yeah, just don't honk your horn. But we're going to talk about Elon Musk getting owned by Senator Tina Smith from Minnesota. I've never been to Minnesota, but my favorite rap group, Atmosphere, is from Minnesota. And from what I know, there's some cool ass people in Minnesota. There's some good folks out in the Minnesota. We're gonna talk about what was the website? I forget the website. Where I'm from, stalking is legal. No, get out of here. Come on, you're messing around, Jacob. Stalking can't be legal. Maybe like in a technicality. So we're gonna talk about Elon Musk getting owned on Twitter by Senator Tina Smith. It's so easy to own him though. The dude is just a moron. He tweets so much. Somebody tweeted at it. I started taking picture all the times he's getting owned because somebody was like, you know, he sent out an email on Saturday to all of the government, which this is such a waste of time and money for people to have to spend somebody's going to have to read through these 2 million emails. But Elon sent out a email saying, write 5 things that you accomplished last week and copy your boss on it. You know, because that's usually how a one-on-one meeting goes. That's usually how you go, you do your performance reviews. He's such a moron. But somebody basically pretended to reply to the email because I guess, or not pretended, but I guess they put, you know, if you write, I forget what the email is, but you can actually just email him because it's like hr@opm.gov or something is his email. And they put everything Elon did in the past week. They were like, I tweeted 164 times an hour. I'll post it in the community notes because I know I took a picture of it. What's up, Pickles? Kevin Hawthorne, good to see you. Kajand Nora. Hello, Pickles. Excuse me, sir. Hamburger Helper together. I haven't had hamburger. Didn't that glove, the Hamburger Helper glove, get assassinated in the late 80s? I'm pretty sure he did. Jacob, Pickles would love to help you. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, man. Just like the owl from, what's that website where you learn Duolingo? The Duo Owl got murked. I'm pretty sure the Hamburger Helper either died of a cocaine overdose or he was assassinated. I can't remember which, but it was one of the two. Remember the glove from the Hamburger Helper commercials? Freakish. That was like breaking technology. Like Pixar saw that and they were like, that's the future of cartoons. But anyways, Elon Musk wrote that email to all the government employees, said, prove to me your worth. Name 5 things that you did. And some dude wrote the 5 things Elon did last week. And it's hilarious because like if anybody is a serious person, you understand Elon Musk is not a hard worker. Dude don't make sense most of the time. He's the worst comedian ever. And he's just cruel for no reason. You know, he's got 2 women trying to contact him on Twitter because he's ignoring them. 2 women that are the mother of his children. One of them, I think Grimes, was having like a health emergency with their kid, and he was ignoring her, and she got blocked or banned. And then Ashley St. Clair, the other bimbo that had his baby, is like, I didn't want to go public, but I have to reach out to Elon on Twitter because there's no other way to get in touch with him, but I need help with this baby. Dude has 13 kids and acts like he's never been laid. Worst man in the world. Why did Elon do that? Because he's trying to act like he thinks he's a boss, but he's not. And that's what Senator Tina Smith said, which is brilliant. So he sent out that email to cull the herd, to figure out who was doing what, and if if they didn't respond to the email, they were taking it as a form of resignation. But Elon likes to think that, like, oh, if I email 2 million people, they all have to write 5 things and CC their boss on it, 5 things that they did last week, and I'll go through and see who should still keep their job and who did nothing. And I'm like, just think about that in like the sense of like on its face, right? He emailed the entire government saying, email me back with 5 things you did and copy your boss, so you're telling the truth, I guess. I don't know, because like you and your boss couldn't collude to be like, hey, just let's say we did really important shit. We deterred nuclear weapons or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be writing my boss and be like, yo, let's say the most outlandish stuff ever. But just think about it on its face. Like, Elon Musk, is he personally going through these emails? Is he personally going through 2 million or maybe even more emails from people? Like, I just want people to consider like this. This is what I mean. It's like, I know there are still people out there that believe he's smart, but just think about it. Elon sent an email to the entire government saying, prove your worth by telling me 5 things you did last week. And is Elon reading these on his own? I've worked for rich people. They don't read their own emails. Part of my job was to answer emails in their voice. That's what they would say, to reply in their voice to all the emails that they got. Like, rich people don't answer their own emails, okay? They have people doing that for him. So do you think Elon's doing it? No. Do you think these 20-year-old kids are doing it? No. Do you think he's going to hire? This is the thing. The other thing about government efficiency, it's like, what? Is he going to hire a team of people to sort through 2 million emails? You know how long that would take? It's just hilarious that people still think this guy, like, has a clue. He's running the data through an AI generator. Chris, I would not be surprised if he just ran it through AI and was like, I hope it fires the right people, because AI is so reliable. Tell us something helpful if you're done for you. Yeah, the Jenga. So anyways, he sends that email, right, to like 1 million people in the government. There's no way he could go. What is he going to go through all of them on Monday morning? Like, what are you going to spend 4 years going through 2 million emails? Jesus, I have over 1,000 emails that I can't even go through. Like, I love how Elon thinks. And we just have to appreciate that there are people out there that really think like he's cool, smart, like, yeah, this is a good idea. Imagine trying to go through 2 million emails. But what's up, CJ? He's a geek with a chip on his shoulder. He's worse than a geek. He's a dude who's never been laid before and has 13 kids. The rumor is that he's had them all through test tubes. I'm not surprised if like he had one of his robots impregnate all the women, He had his AI. He had digital sex with these girls. You can go through the emails by searching for keywords. What keyword are you looking for? He said, write 5 things that you did last week. Like, what is the keyword you're like? This is what I mean. I pray to God Celtic one. I hope you're not defending him, because it's just, you have to lower your IQ to defend this shit. You gotta be like, yeah, you can just look up keywords like the and end. You have 2 million fucking emails. You could have been looking for keywords. What? Progress? What is the keyword? Sig Heil? Jesus. But anyways, so guys, he emailed everyone. It's okay. We could all just admit Elon is fucking dumb. He doesn't think anything out. He is like, how they say like Trump is what poor people think a rich person is. He believes that he's smart and he does stuff where like on its face, if you think nothing about it and you're like, oh, everyone write 5 things you did, that sounds great. Yeah, if you're in a group of 6 people, when you're emailing the entire government, it's like, what are you going to hire teams of people to read these emails? And like, because remember, these are to keep your job. So it's not keywords. Like, they need to be going like, okay, he does this job and these are the things he did. Like, there needs to be some kind of like process behind it if it's for these people to be keeping their job. That's what he said it was. So anyways, I don't want to, it's just, he's fucking dumb, okay? Like Celtic one, Celtic one. Like, it's so dumb. You really don't have to try to defend him. This is the part where it's like, it's sad because people will try to, do all these things, keywords or it's like, understand what he said. He said, email me 5 things, copy your boss on it that you did last week if you want to keep your job or not. You have to understand where the email is coming from, what department they work in, what they should be working on, and what they are doing. So it's just it's just stupidity. It's like max stupidity. We're the government's operating at a high level of stupidity, folks, and only dumb people think that this is smart, okay? But Senator Tina Smith from Wisconsin, which God bless her, because we need more people like her. She said, everybody, what did her tweet say? My God, you can find it all on my Twitter, and I put a link down below so you can actually read it. Now I've forgotten because we got so off course. Then how would you do it? You can't call someone dumb and then not explain. Celtic one, I can call you dumb because you're defending a dumb decision and a dumb idea. I'm not here to break down how I would fire everyone from the government. Number one, I wouldn't. But number two, you also have department heads. There's like so many more strategic ways. This is just for Elon to think, feed his ego, and have people go like, oh yeah, let's fire a bunch of people that way. It's like there are so many different ways to do it. There really are, and I'm not here to explain it, but that's cute of you to ask me. I'm here to bring you that Senator Tina Smith owned Elon, owned him on his own website. On Twitter, it's not hard to own him, because again, Elon Musk has 218 million followers. I'm guessing 70% are bots. Maybe more. My guess is 70% are bots, fake accounts. Because if you have 218 million followers, and I pointed this out years ago when he bought it, and you look at his tweets, he gets like 2,000, 3,000 likes on each tweet. 3,000 likes to 218 million followers. I know he likes to say he has a mandate to do things, but if Twitter, his own website, is any par for the course, people don't really like him. They don't really like what they're saying. Celtic, just shut up, man. Do you see my live stream saying like, I'm here to tell you how to run the government? I'm not. And we can have a whole live stream where I would say what you do differently. I'm here to make fun of Elon because he's a moron. He's stupid. And the fact that you defend him, it's just sad. I'm guessing you're 12 and you love the Tesla or the Cybertruck. And, if you're that young, I don't want to call you any names because you got a lot of learning and a lot of life to be living. But Celtic, if you are, let's say, over 18, you're a moron. You're a moron. Like, you're operating at a high level of stupidity, man. But Stitch Lover. Is this Stitch Lover from San Diego? I knew a Stitch Lover San Diego, and you can absolutely have a shout out. Okay, so Tina Smith basically said Elon Musk is like that dick boss that writes you on the weekend telling you to prove your worth by Monday or you're fired, except he's not a boss, he's just a dick. That's what Tina Smith, senator from Minnesota, wrote. And then Elon replied and said, well, what have you done? And she was like, just so you know, I don't work for you. He's literally no one's boss. He is technically, figuratively, literally nobody's boss, okay? And she was like, I work for the people of Minnesota. And what I did this weekend was I fought to keep babies and women on Medicaid while you guys tried to ransack it. And I also fought to make sure people over $500 million don't get tax breaks while kicking the poorest of the most vulnerable of society off of Medicaid. And she had a great reply and a great little tweet, but he absolutely got owned. And this dude, there's just no defending him, okay? And the sad part is you're seeing people like even Jesse Waters, who I hate. That is one human I hate. He'll say anything for money, and people like that I can't stand. He's on Fox News. He's the new Tucker Carlson, the new Bill O'Reilly. He's just a scumbag. But even he had a diatribe last week about how Doge fired one of his buddies. And he was like, my buddy wasn't DEI, which, by the way, if you're a veteran, you're most likely part of DEI. But Jesse Waters, even Fox News is like pleading on television, like, hey man, we gotta be careful who we're firing, because Elon even fired one of my friends. It's like they're okay with the damage hurting the most vulnerable communities. As soon as it hurts like one of their white friends, then they're outraged. But I mean, there's just no defending Elon. I mean, I guess you can, but you got to go to like a Cybertruck circle, which, by the way, we will talk about. What is the Cybertruck? Listen, if you didn't see this article down below, Cybertrucks, the federal workers do not work for them. No, and especially, well, elected. The most basic thing, this is how you understand Elon knows nothing, is like any senator doesn't work for the president. No one elected to a position of public service works for like a, I don't know what Doge is or Elon is, because the president was like, oh, he's not officially the head of it. So if he's not the head of it, why is he giving commands? Even that was their official statement, to like remove him from accountability. None of these powerful people like accountability. But even Donald Trump saying like, oh, he's not officially the head of it. But you got to understand, the way our government works is like, people are elected. The boss of those elected officials are the people that elected them, their constituents. So it was just so funny how he's trying to act like, oh, I'm your boss, tell me what you did. And she's like, bitch, I don't work for you. I work for the people of Minnesota. And I was like, that's how you answer that. You call him out. You should have just been like, you dodo. I'm surprised you're not extinct yet. You're so stupid. I feel like people who have enough money to blow it on stuff that's just plain out unnecessary, they should be taxed a little more. Well, I always feel like if you are not struggling to pay rent, buy groceries, if you don't give a shit about the price of eggs, if you do not care what eggs cost, we'll just keep it real simple. If egg prices don't affect you, you can endure a little more tax. But we have these people who are in the lowest tax brackets, or we have the people who are making less than, let's say, $1 million a year. If you don't make $1 million a year and somehow you're defending corporations and Jeff Bezos and CEOs and all these wealthy people, defending them from having higher taxes, like, you're stupid. It's a stupid fucking take. It's just dumb, because they don't care about, I mean, they're buying elections. Elon Musk bought an election for almost $300 million. Like, they don't have to worry about anything. They could be taxed a little more. They can't spend that money in their own lifetime. Those taxes are good for society. They help the most vulnerable. They should be going back into the community. And what you see is them getting tax breaks, and they're raiding government programs that help people that really need it. Because a tax, let's say $50 more a year for you and me is $50 we got to account for. $1 million on $1 billion is nothing. It's truly nothing. So that's always been my take. No, I'm from Bolton. Oh, Michael Bolton? I knew a Stitch Lover in San Diego, so that's what I was wondering. But shout out to Stitch Lover. Excellent character. Are you excited for the new Stitch movie, the IRL Stitch? He looks weird, but my daughter's very excited, so we will be watching that. A lot of times people like that will donate to charity and stuff for a tax break. Well, a lot of times people like that, Jacob, will hide their money in Panama. That's what the Panama Papers were. They just hide. They're wealthy enough to not only utilize all the tax loopholes, and that's why when people go, well, if it's legal, and I'm like, you idiots, they paid politicians to make this legal. Like, they rigged the game. Those were the same people. I love the people go, well, if it's legal for them to utilize tax loopholes. I'm like, you're the same people who, when segregation was around, you're like, well, if it's legal that they can't eat at the same restaurant as us. Like, that was your take. That was your hot take. It should be a tiered system. Let's just put it like this. There was somebody who proposed after $1 billion, or after $999 million, it's taxed like 100%. Like $1 billion plus is taxed, because again, we live in a world where there's billionaires, but 1 in 5 kids go hungry in America every night. And I agree with that, because after $999 million, like, you won the game. You've won capitalism. There's nothing good that can come from it, and we're watching it now. So Tina Smith absolutely owns Elon. I highly recommend you read the article. Everything I put down below, read it, please. There's a great, from Hampton think tank, Fred Hampton's think tank, great article about Luigi Mangione, free Luigi. What was the other thing? Oh, did you see the video of the private security in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho? The Republicans are facing the heat right now because their constituents are on Medicaid and Medicare, and they utilize Social Security. And they're going to these town halls and being like, we're pissed. You know, what's going on here? This sucks. This is not what we want. And this one lady at Coeur d'Alene who was vocally dissenting, disagreeing, you know, which she has a right to do for the people that are supposed to be representing her. That's the whole thing about America. She gets dragged out by, they didn't know who it was. Turns out it's private security, but these are men with no badges, earpieces in. Like, this is some dystopian stuff. So if you haven't seen the video, go watch it. What was the other thing? Oh, the Cybertruck. Read this article. The Cybertruck is glued together. This is more of a PSA. If you ever see a Cybertruck on the highway, do not drive behind it. Try to get in front of it, try to get around it, get off the highway. But I'm reading more and more that these Cybertrucks, this guy who works on a lot of them up in New Hampshire was commenting on the article, and he or was interviewed for the article, and he said, I do wraps, I do a ton of Cybertrucks, and he says, usually where things are either welded or bolted to the car, he said the Cybertruck is using adhesive. They used glue to cut corners, and he's saying, and people are having these panels fly off the Cybertruck. So people just, that's the other crazy thing. It's like, it's not like because he's rich, he's doing better quality or wanting to, like, think about it. If you had that much money, you could be fucking Batman. You could be like, I'm going to end homeless vets. You want to be popular? Imagine if Elon said, I'm going to use my own money and we're going to end homelessness for veterans. We're not going to have any kids go hungry. I'm going to start school programs. I could feed everybody. And he wouldn't lose a penny. Like, he has so much money, just the interest alone on it, he would gain money. But imagine that. Imagine having that much money and you could solve homelessness, solve homeless vets, solve child hunger in America, end poverty. You could do so many different things, right? And what he's choosing to do is raid the most vulnerable of us, their programs, their government programs, saying they're entitled. That was his quote, that it's entitled to have Social Security, a thing you pay into. You pay into, so when you retire, you have money. Like, out of our checks goes Social Security, and he's saying it's an entitlement, said by a guy who's never had to utilize it or doesn't know what it is, or just shows a lack of empathy and a lack of intelligence. But this guy has so much money, he could just pick things to end, right? And he's using glue on his Cybertrucks. That's what I always say. I say, listen, if you want to know somebody's character, just look at what they do, you know? Look at how they treat other people. Look at how they treat the mothers of their kids. He's ignoring them all through health crises, and they're having to reach out on social media to him, and then he's banning them because they are. He's, you know, just look at how they treat everybody. Don't listen to what they say. Look at how they act to the people that are supposed to be closest to them. Look at how they treat that their product for their customers who pay them money for something. Look at how they act and treat and work and like what they produce. And Elon's Cybertrucks are being glued together. This dude gets government money to help him build these trucks, and he's not even welding shit to get, like, it's absolutely insane. So read that article down below. Get ready, this summer's going to be wild at the protest. Oh yeah, I was pissed that they even touched the lady in Idaho. Yeah, did you see that, CJ? That was insane. I couldn't believe how many people just sat dormantly by. Thank God that one guy was filming. But I was getting so angry that, like, more people, I'm like, you band together. There's more of us than there are of them. And there was only 3 of these private security. I'm like, everybody stand up. You know, be like, get out of here. We chase you out. This is our town. Who the fuck are you? Show us your badge. And they should have done that, you know? Because you band together and there's a mob of you, trust me, those security guys might have been like, okay, we'll back off. But so many people are just, I don't know, complacent. And we need a spark. We need to be fighting united. F you. Fighting united. Join the community, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to fight united, if you want to F you to them. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Okay, did you see the cryptocurrency kleptocracy? Speaking of that, okay? Speaking of that, this is a tragic story, but I keep seeing these meme coins and these rug pulls, and I watch CoffeeZilla, and there's all these people, and I mean, like, from Donald Trump to that Argentinian Malele, whatever his name was. I don't know. I don't care. But even governments are getting into meme coin rug pulls. Rug pulls means they make a meme coin, right? Donald Trump made a meme coin, which it has no inherent value. You can't trade it. You can't purchase things with it. It's nothing. It's just an imaginary thing in virtual, right? And people buy into it. But what they don't understand is there's people that are not part of the public who have already bought a lot of it. So when it goes live and everybody buys and the price goes up, they sell off. So the price drops and a few people make a lot of money and most of the public loses out. That's the rug pull, right? Watch CoffeeZilla here on YouTube. He's amazing. And it's incredible that there was a meme coin, Mr. F something. He's on Twitter and he was doing a live thing and people don't know if he lost a lot of money, lost his last 500 in a meme coin rug pull, or if it was a stunt gone bad. They say maybe he was playing Russian roulette, but live on Twitter, on X, he shot himself and took himself out live on X over a meme coin. And it's tragic, but at the same time, you know, there's so many meme coin rug pulls that if you're new to it and you just did a little bit of research and just said meme coin rug pull onto DuckDuckGo or some other website than Google, it would come back like, hey, a lot of people have lost a lot of money. Hawk to a girl, Logan Paul, like all these people do these horrible things to just take your money. That's why when people say, oh, he already has enough money, why would he want more? And I'm like, look at the Paul brothers. They have everything they could want and they're still jerks and rob from their own audience. What's up, Ample Thought? Just met Drew Lynch, very passionate about his comedy. Had a great chat. I don't know who Drew Lynch is. Is that the dude from Massachusetts who's getting big on YouTube? Was that the guy that did he pretended to have a British accent and then was like, I'm actually from Massachusetts. Stutterer. I don't know. I'll look up Drew Lynch. Good to see you, Ample Thought. Blockchain is BS. It's very environmentally unsound. Yo, that's my people in the Pacific Northwest. But why should people have to GoFundMe their healthcare when Elon, Bezos, and Zuck exist? Exactly. And do you know GoFundMe is like the number one, their number one thing is medical funding. It's like the most things being raised. And if you just even go there, because I've had to do GoFundMe, and it's like, if you go on there, everything's like a medical expense. It's so tragic, man. I don't know who could say this country is amazing when stuff like this. Verdi's a very nice guy. I don't even know who we're talking about, but that sounds cool, and I'll check it out. And this dude offed himself. And the story's down below, and I thought you should read it, especially for people who maybe have a celebrity that they might like that's going to launch a meme coin. My non-financial but advice is do not invest in any meme coin. The only people that are going to get rich are the people that are inside the project, and that was on full display on CoffeeZilla's latest interview the other day. So just beware, okay? Because that's tragic. I'm sure there's somebody who loved this guy. Maybe his mother, probably not even his mother. I'm sure you know who loved this guy? The people who were taking his money from him. The meme coin creators who were like, oh, he's not going to spend his last $500 on us. That's who loved him. And they didn't even really love him. But don't let it be that way for you. I hate that I just pigeonholed Lynch as Stutterer. Oh, well, that's all I know him now. It's Dave Stutterer Lynch, or Drew Stutterer Lynch. I think that's his new nickname. Okay, so check it out. Check out all the stuff I put down below. Billionaires pay for nothing. Well, that's the thing. All this stuff that Elon is claiming to cut from the budget and the lists of like 10 million here, 5 million there, 50 million there, 489 million there. I'm like, Elon, just cut your subsidies. That's 18 billion right there. Billion with a B. Stop doing this little millionaire stuff and let's cut some billions from it. Cut your subsidies, cut your loans, cut your welfare queen, government welfare handouts. Like, let's cut the billionaires from it. And let's not cut their taxes. Anything over $1 billion, anything over $999 million, tax at 100%. They don't need it. Nothing good is coming from it. Let's put it like that. Because if you got that kind of money, free Luigi, then you have the opportunity to be like, not even Batman. You have the opportunity to be like a superhero in real life. You could be like, you know what? I'm donating this much money to end homelessness. You could be doing that, and it wouldn't affect your bottom line. You wouldn't worry about rent or the heat or the price of eggs. You know what I mean? Like, think about the real scale of this. Ample Thought's good shit. Love Ample Talk. Good to see him. All right, guys. But that's it for me. Okay. I got to go do some stuff. Hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Join us fighting united together. We are a great community here. I love everybody that comes in. And we are fighting united. We are FU. So hit subscribe. Cat, what's up? Nothing to subscribe for. Thumbs up. Cool waste of time. Well, I'm glad you wasted your time with me. I appreciate that. And you subscribe for nothing then. Like Kat said, subscribe for nothing. I don't know if you thought I was going to launch a meme coin, Cat, but I hate to suck it, Cat. No. Oh, Odin, what's up? Back with the milk again. We said it 1,000 times. Rich people break laws. Yeah, well, when rich people break laws, it's only a fine. So it's not breaking a law for them. Kat already knew about Tina Smith owning Elon. Kat is like, man, I couldn't even launch a bath coin. Is that a joke? Is that a joke? Couldn't even launch a bath coin? I don't get it. But hey, you know what? Come back tomorrow, Kat, and maybe you can try again with that joke. Couldn't launch a meme coin. Couldn't even launch a bath coin. Meme bath. I don't see the correlation. Maybe you went to the Elon Musk improv class where they teach you how to be fucking awkward. Of course you don't get it, dummy. You wouldn't get it, man. My comedy is highbrow, man. Have a great day, CJ. Good to see you, Odin, and good to see you, Ample Thought and Jacob. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Everybody except for Kat. Kat, you don't subscribe. Get out of the chat. See you later. I don't accept lame jokes like that. If you come back tomorrow and you have a funnier joke, I'll let you subscribe. But until then, Kat, no, we're not going to have that kind of bad humor in here. Smoke some more weed. That's not a weed joke. Weed jokes are funny. So Kat's not allowed to subscribe. Kat, you're not allowed to subscribe. Hate to break it to you. I'm very sorry. Do not touch that button. You're not allowed. I don't know if I can put a block on it. The car brand? I drive a Ford Pinto. Ford Pinto. All right, guys.